Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. Today we will have a couple more races. Hopefully we can get, hopefully we can get 3 of them in. We have 2 cup races, 3 cup races, so we'll see how fast these go. We have Talladega. I have no clue how that's going to go, but let's head off to the track. Alright, here we are starting our qualifying lap at Talladega. I have no idea what to expect. We only got one shot at this, so as long as we don't qualify last, I think we'll be fine. If we qualify last, we might lose the draft, and I really don't want to do that. But, we're pretty slow. I'm going to be honest about that. We're pretty darn slow. I could have made an aero upgrade, and I'm actually kind of regretting not doing so. But, oh well. And I think that was the one upgrade we could have afforded, but I think with the combination of pit strategy and maybe having some skill, we'll be fine. Well, let's see where we qualify.
Alright, let's see where we place.
52.6. Didn't really look at the leaderboard before we headed out. Hey, look at that. 11th. That's quite astonishing, actually. I don't know. I mean, we had such a good race at Martinsville last time, and now we're outperforming our usual restricted plate qualifying efforts, so can't complain about that. I'm not going to make any changes, and we're going to head off to the race.
I'm Alan Bestwick. Welcome to the world's fastest speedway, Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Talladega is the biggest, fastest, and most competitive motorsports facility in the world. Speed says it all about this place. This record-breaking 2 2/3 mile tri-oval keeps drivers glued to earth by virtue of 33-degree banking. Freight trains of stock cars in the draft literally caused the earth to rumble in Alabama.
Alright, there we are, starting on the inside of row 6. So I think the start is going to be a real struggle for us, so we just need to stay in the draft here on the start. And if we can stay in the draft, we'll be fine, I think.
All clear.
But we won't be up to speed for a little while, and usually once we hit 4th gear is when we start struggling in these games. So we're going to lose a spot to Jarrett here, but we're going to fall in line with him and try to keep it with these guys. Oh, I slid up the track. Wallace is there. Dang it. That is Wallace, right? Yeah. Not sure where I'm getting my drafting help from, right? Oh god, Mike.
You're all clear.
Really? A spin from that?
There's a spin in turn 4.
That's a caution. Let's see if we can gain some track position by that. That's going to really not help our pit strategy situation. Well, let's see if we can gain some spots by outracing these guys to the line, because usually we end up doing so. I hate how herky-jerky the controls are here. I'm trying to make as little adjustment as possible with the steering, and it just does not want to work with me. Oh, these guys are super slow. We're gonna take advantage of this and maybe even get to the lead. We're up to 4th. We're gonna get the lead out of this. We are getting the lead out of that. I don't know why the AI slow up. It's raced to the line back then. So we are pitting for our usual 1 can of fuel, no tires, no repair. Wow, we're at 70% tape. Alright. Let's see if that keeps... Wow, we dropped We dropped some spots there.
There's the green flag. Car
Oh
high.
God, why are they stopping? Are they out of fuel or something?
5 laps to go.
'Cause they just stopped on the start. We were like 25th and now we're 11th.
All clear.
That was a very awkward start. Everybody's really spread out now. That might not bode well for me getting up any higher than this. I don't know if they just took a half a can of fuel. That's the only way they could have beat me off of pit road. We are good on fuel. 8 laps. Come on, get to the right screen. And yes, oh yeah. We definitely probably didn't need to take a full can of fuel. And we have lost the draft, so 11th is probably going to be as good as we can get, unless if we get some help from behind, which is not happening at the moment. Ken Schrader is the closest one to us, but we're staying right in the middle of everybody. That was one wacky restart. I really don't know what was going on there. But yeah, if we had taken a half a can of fuel, we'd probably be in the lead right now, but fortunately, that's not the case. And we're in a weird conundrum where we're by ourselves at a restrictor plate track. We're losing time for the people in front of us, but we're gaining time behind us with no drafting help. So I'm not quite sure how that works exactly. But that is what appears to be happening. Terry Labonte is all by himself, so I mean we might be able to catch up to him, but he's maintaining his 2-second lead right now. I don't know if he might have the draft of the people ahead of him. I'm not sure. He shouldn't, but well, he's pulling away now. Dale Jarrett is now in 12th. We know he's a fast restrictor plate guy with those Robert Yates engines. So maybe if we can get hooked up with him, but we only have, what, is this going to be 1 lap to go here? 2 laps to go. But yeah, that restart just, I mean, it helped us from the perspective of we gained like 13 spots. But it hurt us because everybody got so spread out that there was really no drafting to be had. So it's still going to be a good effort, assuming we stay here. But could have been better, in my opinion. If I had only done a half a can of fuel, that would have helped as well. I'm interested to see if Dale Jarrett can maybe catch up to us here and we can work together. I'm actually going to let off a little bit, see if I can get him to come up here. Because that's our only way of moving forward, but even then I don't think we have enough time to do anything about it. So if he gets up here, great, but again I don't think we're going to have much time. So if I'd done that maybe a lap sooner, or a lot sooner than that probably, we would have been fine, but unfortunately didn't think about it until last minute.
Last lap.
White flag is out, sponsored by RPG Design. And it looks like, unless if a catastrophic failure happens up ahead, we're going to be finishing 11th, which is still a good effort for us. I mean, we did lead a lap, so we'll get 5 bonus points there as well. So that will help us in the points. Again, we really don't have much in the way of expectations for the points. What is our sponsorship goals, like 35th in points or something? I don't think we're going to have any issues with that, even if we skipped a race or two. Checkered flag was out. Somebody has won the race. These guys actually are coming up pretty fast behind with Elliott Sadler. But we are going to finish 11th.
That's worth a few points.
Kurt Busch won over Mark Martin, Newman, Ward Burton, and Sterling Marlin. See if there's any notables in the back here. Dale Jr. 29th. Kevin Harvick 27th. Those are both guys who are usually well in the points. Ricky Rudd 35th. These guys are all a lap down for some reason. Did I end up a lap down? No, there's no... How did people end up a lap down is my next question. They must have gotten caught up in that weird restart, is my assumption. But, yeah, that was a good race, but there wasn't much we could do about it. So we'll get technically a 10th place finish in points with the laps led, so that'll help. But those people who finished ahead of us will start to pull away a little bit. Let's head back to the menu. But, yeah, a good race. I wish I could have had more control over what was happening. But, I mean, that's restrictor plate racing, isn't it? But that's another good payday. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. But let's see. What does it say? It says Aaron Fitch is back in 8th place. He has to deal with Dale Jarrett, who is ahead by 7 points. So, I believe that's where we were, honestly. And so we must have gained on Dale Jarrett. I don't know who would have gained more, because that's really the only person who we're in range of. Gordon is 80 points ahead. So, that's okay. I mean, we're doing well considering we've only got 2 top 5s. I believe sponsorship's not going to really be much I can do with there. We are again going to wait another race before we do an upgrade. We might even wait another race after that. But we have California next. That's not going to be fun, but let's head off to the track. Alright, here we are starting qualifying at California. This is known as Auto Club now, but California Speedway back then. Let's see what kind of a lap we can put down here. We got to let off a little bit in the corner so we're not completely flat out. If we had a little better handling, we might be able to, but not really gonna mess with it too much. We'll see where we qualify. We might be okay. I don't think we'll be great, but I think we'll be fine. Not quite the ideal line there, so we might have screwed ourselves out of a good qualifying effort there.
Alright, let's see where we play.
But let's see where we end up here. 6th. We're 6th. Why are we doing so well? I mean, why are we... I don't understand, but whatever. We're 6th. I'm not going to touch the car. Let's hear what he has to say.
Welcome to sunny California and the California Speedway. It's going to be perfect weather for racing today. The California Speedway is located just east of Los Angeles on the site of an old steel mill. The wide 2-mile-long D-shaped oval provides both driver and spectator with a great view of the largest attended sporting event in the state.
Alright, well, we're starting 6th, and I think this is going to be another race that's just really reliant on us staying in the draft. Alright, Dale Jarrett's going to take advantage of a slow restart there. I'm going to try to get to the bottom here. Did have to let off a little bit there, so that doesn't really help the scenario. We do want to try to stay ahead of Jarrett because that is a points position battle. We were only 7 points behind him.
All clear.
So we'll try to drive it in a bit deep here.
Clear high.
We'll stay behind Kenza for the draft purposes.
Still there.
In the straightaways, because we'll be fine in the corners. It's just the straightaways that we're going to struggle with if we don't have the draft.
Still there.
But I legitimately think we might have a shot at winning this race if we do our pit strategy right. We'll probably be coming in next time by. Stay in the draft of Stewart. So not this time, but next time by we'll be pitting. Okay, not the best corner entry there. It actually might work out quite well for us. Again, we'll stay behind Stewart for drafting purposes only. And as I say that, I immediately wiggle all around and lose his draft. But we really got the corners nailed down. I think we could win this race on speed, but I think with the pit strategy, we might have a decent finish as well. Alright, Stewart pulled the old crossover on me, but unfortunately I do have to get on the pit road, so we'll have to let off a little bit so we can get to the inside.
Still there. Slow down.
Alright. Decent pit road entry, 1 can of fuel, no tires, no repair. Not going to make any adjustments because the car feels really good. And let's see where the pit crew ends up putting us, and then hopefully everything can cycle around under green. Should be a 4-second pit stop. Beautiful. Let's try to get off pit road as cleanly as possible. I don't see anybody in the mirror, so we're going to merge on a little early. Try to gain as much speed as possible on the exit. Looks like pretty much everybody would have come down that time. So we'll find out where we sort out pretty quickly. And then we'll see if the AI has any of their stupid, you know, 2-stop strategy, which makes no sense. Haven't had to deal with that recently because of pitting under caution. It looks like a bunch of people pitted, not everybody, however. Actually, no, nobody pitted. What am I saying? I'm saying gibberish. Let's just confirm. We are right on the fuel line. So, we're cutting it fairly close as is. So if the AI tries to cut it close, then we'll see what happens. But we probably should have gone one more lap just to be safe. And I'll remember that for the next race. We probably are going to end this episode after this race. We are at the 20-minute mark already, and we still got the rest of this race to go. Oh, really? It didn't look like I was going to make contact there, but we did.
5 laps to go.
See where we end up here. We're going to be pretty darn close to the lead. There's Mark Martin. He's the leader. We're going to pass him. So, we're going to see if we can manage without the draft on the straightaways, because that's really going to be what decides this race, because corners we obviously have the advantage in, but just a matter of whether we can keep pace on the straightaway. And we might have our second win of the season after this. Probably will lead the most laps as well. Oh, is Mark Martin pitting again?
There's a spin in turn 3.
There's a spin in turn 4. That must have been Mark Martin. I saw him fall off the leaderboard. But no caution. No caution. So that's beneficial for us in both a running order position, a points position, and a no caution position. So that's an excellent turn of events. For us, obviously, I'm personally a Mark Martin fan, so not a great result for him, unfortunately. Don't hit again. It looks like we're hitting the wall before we actually hit the wall. But oh well. See if we can lap some cars here. That's pretty unheard of for a race that is going under green. Well, that was cutting it close. We'll also get some drafting help here because Marlon is catching up to us. Now he'll have to deal with lap traffic as well. But he is catching up to us. That's probably because I hit the wall last lap. But let's just be cautious and make sure we don't hit the wall this time. Because we only got 2 laps to go. even if we are a little cautious, I think we have enough time. And if Marlon does catch us, then we will be super aggressive with him. But let's just be smart in the corners here, not hit the wall on exit. Our line actually worked out perfectly to fit in between those two lap cars.
You're low on fuel.
We're low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end. If not, I'm an idiot. But we'll just keep an eye on it.
All clear.
Because it's going to change to 1 to go at the line, most likely.
Last lap.
Yep, we'll be
Clear
fine.
on.
We'll be fine. If we run out, we'll run out right at the line. So we'll be good. Let's just focus on running a good lap here. Marlon is catching, but not nearly fast enough to catch me on this lap. We'll also have to deal with the lap traffic.
You're low on fuel.
I'm well aware you don't need to rub it in my face. I'm trying to win us a race here, Mr. Crew Chief. Because Lord knows you couldn't do it on your own. Just be cautious. Don't hit the wall coming off. I'll let off even more just in case. And we are going to win at California. Who would have thought that would happen? Martinsville is understandable, but we just won at a big track. Wow. That's outstanding. That is absolutely outstanding. Mark Martin's going to end up last, unfortunately. We also got most laps led, so we're going to get maximum points here. So that's really going to help us in the point standings. In our quest to possibly win a championship this year. Really didn't think that was going to be the case, but that's definitely a good finish for us. Marlon did lead a lap, so that kind of takes away some of the advantage I had, because he's the points leader, isn't he? Sterling Marlin. But yeah, let's head back to the menu and find out here. But that was an outstanding race. I really did not expect that at all. But let's see where that puts us in points. I know we'll jump Jarrett, but I don't know if we'll jump any higher than that. That's a really good payday. We'll be able to buy an upgrade for sure. Once we check out the standings. Oh, I love reading this. Aaron Fish dazzled the crowd and brought home the victory, although Aaron has 3 top 5 finishes this season in the Cup Series. Some fans are also critics. Robert Gordon from Northfield says Aaron is a model citizen and my personal idol, but guess we're never going to find out what. But model citizen and personal idol, how cool is that? So we are going to move up 1 spot in the points, and we have definitely closed the gap. Mark Martin, with his bad finish, is now the guy we are to chase down. We're only 6 points behind him. And overall, we are 172 points off of the lead. So we are a full race off of the points lead. So we definitely need to win some races and have some bad luck with these front runners if we're going to have any shot at this championship. But I think a good top 5 effort for us is definitely something to shoot for. Shouldn't be able to do anything here. But let's check out the upgrades before we end this episode here. Because we definitely should be able to upgrade something now. We just got to decide what we want to do. Cup Series. Engine department. Let's start with that. We could get a new engine. We could get a new engine. That would be a huge improvement. We could upgrade the suspension twice. Now that would be a good upgrade to have. Aero, we could probably upgrade twice. Yep. Could upgrade twice. That is a weird... That's weird in my opinion. We'll get more front downforce and drag. By increasing the size of the front air dam relative to the rear spoiler, this upgrade increases peak traction that can cause the car to become unstable at high speeds. Don't know if I want that. So we're not going to upgrade the aero. Exhaust is another thing. We can only upgrade that once. So we're going to buy... we're going to buy the suspension. We're going to do the double upgrade on the suspension. Because that'll help us... that'll help us a lot more, maximizing what engine power we do have. And then for the next upgrade, we will definitely do the engine. I'm not really concerned about upgrading the aero and the exhaust at this point, but we're definitely going to buy this suspension. That's going to help us out a ton at short tracks and road courses once we do get to road courses, which will happen at some point. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode.